Embracing Sovereignty, a Call to Reclaim Power. As we confront the implications of Callaway's findings, a call to action emerges. Embracing sovereignty involves breaking free from the shackles of manufactured narratives and standing firm in the pursuit of truth. By dismantling the constructs that perpetuate hegemony, we pave the way for a future rooted in empowerment and authenticity. Beyond the illusion, forging a new path. A paradigm shift, navigating the road ahead. Callaway's work ignites a paradigm shift that challenges conventional wisdom and urges us to traverse uncharted territories. By deconstructing established narratives and embracing alternative perspectives, we have the potential to reshape our understanding of history and reclaim agency over our collective destiny. The journey of discovery, embracing the unveiled truth. In the quest for truth, the journey of discovery unfolds before us. Callaway's insights illuminate the path, guiding us towards a more enlightened future. By seeking knowledge, questioning authority, and unmasking hidden agendas, we embark on a transformative journey that leads us from the shadows of deception to the light of self-empowerment and liberation. Unveiling the complex web of ownership, decoding birth certificates, trusts, and maritime law. The intricate dance of ownership, IMF and bank accounts. In a startling revelation, the IMF asserts ownership over bank accounts in the United Kingdom minor, raising profound questions about the extent of control exercised by external entities over individual assets. The concept of ownership takes a baffling twist as birth certificates, legal entities, and the transfer of rights come into play. A legal creation, birth certificates and the birth of legal entities. Dane Callaway's exploration leads us into the realm of legal creation through birth certificates. When parents opt to register their children, an astonishing transformation occurs, the creation of a legal entity or a person under the all-caps format. However, this legal entity's ownership is surreptitiously ceded to an unexpected player, the Crown and government. Birth certificates as collateral, bond creation, and loans. Peering beyond the surface, we discover a deeper layer of intrigue involving birth certificates. These seemingly innocuous documents serve as collateral for bonds that underpin loans. The intricate process unfolds as the birth certificate is registered with the Department of Trade, Industry, and Commerce, igniting a chain of events that eventually culminate in the creation of bonds purchased by the Treasury. The role of Treasury and investment, governmental intricacies. As the Treasury engages in a delicate dance of investment, the sales proceeds from bonds find their way into the stock and bond market. The government issues certificates in various forms, transforming the entire process into a complex system of financial maneuvering. The intricacies of governmental operations come to light, shedding new understanding on the forces that drive economies. The journey of birth certificates, bonds, notes, and bills. Dane Callaway's analysis takes us on a journey through the life cycle of birth certificates, tracing their transformation into instruments of finance. What were once innocuous certificates morph into powerful tools that contribute to the issuance of bonds, prison bonds, notes, and bills. This process serves as a cornerstone of financial operations and underpins the convoluted landscape of monetary transactions. Birth certificates and maritime liens, salvaging lost property. The exploration deepens as maritime law enters the scene, introducing the concept of maritime liens. When the Treasury's loan is unable to seize the enslaved child, a maritime lien is issued, officially salvaging the lost property. This intricate interplay between law, property, and finance sheds light on the mechanisms that regulate ownership and the dynamics of economic systems. The enigma of baptismal certificates, surrendering souls to trusts. A pivotal point emerges as baptismal certificates come under scrutiny. Parents, often unknowingly, surrender the soul of their child through baptismal certificates. These certificates serve as a conduit, transferring ownership to the third sister QV Trust owned by the Roman cult. This revelation uncovers a cryptic relationship between religious practices and financial machinations. Revisiting the Freedmen's Bureau, a tale of distorted narratives. Dane Calloway's findings prompt us to revisit the Freedmen's Bureau through a new lens. The Bureau of Freedmen and Abandoned Lands, often abbreviated as the Freedmen's Bureau, assumes new significance. This government agency takes on a role far more complex than its name suggests, revealing a history of conquest, manipulation, and control. Unraveling the racial deception, slavery as a bonded birthright. As we re-evaluate historical narratives, a shocking revelation emerges. The conventional belief that ancestors arrived in chains from Africa is juxtaposed with a more intricate truth. The bonds that truly signify slavery lie not in physical chains, but in the convoluted system of birth certificates, loans, and bonds that ensnares individuals in a web of ownership and control. The veil lifted, birth certificates and the nexus of ownership. Dane Calloway's exploration invites us to lift the veil on birth certificates and delve into the complexities of ownership. The intricate connections between finance, law, and governance become apparent as we uncover the hidden forces that shape our modern world. This journey urges us to question established narratives and engage in a deeper understanding of the mechanisms that govern our lives. Unveiling hidden histories, deconstructing narratives, and challenging ownership. A historical tale of discovery, Columbus and America's true story. In the annals of history, Christopher Columbus has long been lauded for his discovery of America. However, a closer examination reveals a different narrative, one that involves the conquest of trade routes and geopolitical maneuvering. The widely accepted version of events conceals a more intricate reality beneath its surface. Rewriting history, Washington's crossing and logistical impossibilities. History often presents us with tales of valor and determination, like George Washington's crossing of the Delaware River during the harsh winter. However, Dane Calloway prompts us to reconsider this narrative. The logistical challenges faced by Washington's troops during this alleged event raise questions about the accuracy of the glorified story. The unknown unknowns, unraveling layers of unawareness. Dane Calloway's exploration dives into a realm of unfamiliarity, an area known as unknown unknowns. His insight into how historical narratives are constructed highlights the fact that people may not even be aware that they lack knowledge about certain subjects. This underscores the importance of recognizing the gaps in our understanding. Tracing the roots of misinformation, a constructed reality. The heart of the issue lies in the misinformation that shapes our perceptions. Calloway draws our attention to the fact that the narratives we have been taught are often reconstructed or artificially created. This reconstructed history becomes the foundation upon which we build our understanding of the world, despite its potentially flawed and manipulated nature. Breaking the chains of deception, the power of documented history. Calloway's work highlights a shift in the information landscape. Documented history is now becoming a potent tool to counteract deceptive narratives. His extensive book, devoid of copyright, signals a shift in the tide, a moment where information becomes freely available, challenging the status quo and unveiling hidden truths. The awakening of middle-class angst, a revelation of sacrifice. Intriguingly, as Calloway's research gains traction, the middle class is awakening to the realization that they have been sacrificed for larger agendas. The previously dominant narrative, that immigrants were responsible for job losses, no longer holds water. As members of the middle class recognize their own exploitation, an undercurrent of anger and frustration emerges. From loose statements to documented truth, a shifting landscape. What were once considered loose statements are transforming into well-researched, documented truths. Callaway's work illustrates how these truths, grounded in historical and political realities, are gaining prominence. The exposure of hidden agendas, once relegated to the fringes, is now shaping mainstream discourse. Deconstructing the racial deception, ownership, and bonded birthrights. Callaway's analysis extends into the realm of racial deception. He reveals that the true bonds of slavery lie not in physical chains, but in the convoluted systems of birth certificates, loans, and bonds. This challenges the conventional understanding of historical oppression, exposing the complex mechanisms that perpetuate control and ownership. Embracing the power of knowledge, overcoming deceptive systems. As the web of deception is unveiled, a crucial question arises: how can we protect ourselves from the entities that seek to suppress the truth? Dane Callaway's insights underscore the importance of knowledge as a defense. By dispelling myths, questioning narratives, and arming ourselves with information, we can navigate the complex landscape of power and control.